All right, everybody, it is Paul here with my channel Value Flips. I'm a part-time reseller, so I go to garage sales, estate sales, thrift stores, wherever I can buy stuff for cheap, and I look to flip it online, mostly on eBay, Poshmark, sometimes Facebook Marketplace. So as usual, before we go out thrifting, I want to share with you guys a few sales that I've had in the last couple days. Sold this 3M Scotch Advanced Tape Glider applicator tool. I got this a couple months ago at a Salvation Army. I paid $9 for it. Ended up selling it for $35.65 plus shipping. I have sold this tool before. Pick them up. If you can get it for a few dollars, they sell really well. Sold a Royal Dalton Expressions Windermere bowl. I paid $2 for this bowl about 5 months ago. Got a Salvation Army, bought a lot of them, and ended up selling this one for $14 plus shipping. I sold these Vans and Pendleton crossover shoes for $29 plus shipping. I got them for $15 at a Value Village about 5 months ago. I really thought I would have gotten, closer to $50 for them, but just a lot of watchers, but nobody would actually, send me any offers. So the first offer I decided to take it. I sold this older Archer Cat belt buckle. It's probably from the 80s, I would think. Arctic Cat I'm not sure they're in operations. They are a Minnesota-based ski-doo or snowmobile company. And I paid $1 for this belt buckle. I got it at a church thrift store, ended up selling it for $12 plus shipping. All right, everybody, it is Paul here again, and we are looking for stuff to flip. And I'm at a church thrift store and I'm looking at the glass. And this is interesting glass. It's made in USA. It's Luminarc, I believe, is the brand. I think it's from the 70s. Unfortunately, it had scratches on it, so I'm not going to pick that up. Same with this mid-century dish. It was only $1, and sell-through rate was not good on it, so put it back. I thought maybe these plastic trays might have been McDonald's, but no, they were just Rubbermaid trays. So I put them back. Checked out to see if there was any silver. Silver hit an all-time high. It's just on fire. But just beautiful looking glass plates. Love the style, but the price was right. They only wanted $1 or $2 for each one. This is now a Salvation Army. This is going to be my first pickup. It's a Pyrex 6-cup percolator pump. So this is a part for a Pyrex percolator. And I looked at it. It's in great condition. There's some solds on Poshmark around $50 to $60 for this. Salvation Army only wanted $6 for it, so I will definitely take that. I look in this empty DeWalt case that they wanted $30 for. Not sure why the case is so valuable. An empty case like that, or they think it is valuable. And checking in the appliance section, and I see this IKEA metal extendable arm lamp, and it was priced at $17. They don't sell very well, and they sell around $30, so it's a pass. An old Elmo projector in the back. Those do not really sell, so keep moving. Check out the luggage, looking for Toomey. Any of the luxurious brands that sell for good money. Spot something interesting here. These are Copco kind of warm plates where you rest your pan on. I only wanted $5 for them, and I could probably get there's solds for around the $20 to $25 mark. One of them had damage, so I put one of them back. So I only ended up taking home one. I looked up that IKEA item on the bottom. I think it was a dishwasher tray, like an insert. Now I'm out of Goodwill, checking out the glass, tons of glass, and the glass is pretty cheap here, 50 cents, 60 cents for a cup. It's a Cuervo glass. Cool. Those glasses were given away free when you bought a bottle of Cuervo. And I'm checking out the mugs. I found some really good mugs here at this store in the past, but not today. Checking out the sports section here. I'm always looking at the baseball gloves, looking for Rollins or Wilson. And of course, you always look up the model number because some of those Rollins gloves can be worth $4 and other ones I've sold them as high as $80. So make sure you look up the model number. It should be on the thumb area of the glove. And some older rollerblades. Those are old. If they're Bauer, they're probably early 2000s or late 90s. And the toys. Melissa and Doug milkshake dispenser or ice cream toy. Looked incomplete though. And some plush, a naked doll there. Not a Cabbage Patch. And not all Cabbage Patch are good. A lot of them are not worth money. You have to look them up. And I check out the board games, looking for Phase 10 Dice, Hiss Game, or any of those, horror, older horror board games that can be worth some good money. And just not finding anything in the toys and games section. So I head over to a Value Village and I'm poking around in the appliance section. I found last week a Black & Decker Space Maker coffee maker here. But today I did see this Farberware hearth broiler, and I have sold this or parted this out before, and it does sell pretty good. The sell-through rate, I believe, is around 70% for it. If you have it complete, it sells for around $100. That one was incomplete and dirty, and I didn't want to spend the time parting it out. I have enough in my inventory in my death pile right now, so checking out the waffle makers, looking for Waring or any of the really older ones like GE. Waffle makers can sell for some good money. Same with toasters, looking for older Sunbeams or a Brayville toaster. It's a blue corn flour. Yeah, head over to the messy toy section with all this hodgepodge of Nerf guns. Goodness gracious, look at that big pile. And I managed to find a couple Bop It XTs for $5 a piece. The sell-through rate is kind of low on them. I did not pick those up because they were extremely dirty and I didn't want to spend time wiping them all down. And they're not a high sell-through. The sell-through rate on them is not high, so I left them behind. So I didn't find a lot in the last few days, but I did find a few things and I'll share it with you guys. All right, guys, it is Paul here. I'm going to show off a few of the items that I got the last few days. Very slim pickings for me. I've had a really a brutal last few days of picking. Just haven't been able to find anything really good, which it happens, these dry spells. So shorter video. Back here's a decent find. This is a an older for $6 at Salvation Army. I got a Pyrex 6-cup percolator pump, and this is just the pump. And these do sell. This one, it looks like it's been used, but it is in good condition. It's glass, or Pyrex, call it. And I paid $6 for it. I should be able to get anywhere from realistically $30 to $50 for it. There actually are solds for this. I'm talking specifically about Poshmark of $60 on this item. So I will probably be more aggressive and try and get rid of it quicker. Here is a Copco, either something you can hang on your wall or put a hot pot on. It's by Copco. It's kind of kitchen decor from mid-century, so the 60s or 70s, for $5, and I see that there's solds around $20 to $25. Here I got a couple personal items. I got a hammer for $2. Tools are a great thing to pick up at thrift stores. You can get them for really cheap, and tools are so expensive. If you go to Home Depot, a hammer can be like 30, 40, 50 bucks. Here I got a decent hammer, old school hammer for $2. Like, how cheap is that? White eraser that I use for 15 cents. Got some clothing. I'm not sure if I'm going to flip these or keep them. These would fit my son, so he might want them. But these are FXR. FXR is a kind of snowmobile apparel, winter apparel company. Fairly popular, expensive. And for $4, I picked up this. This is like a full zip hoodie. And then underneath here, I have what I call a bread and butter item, is the North Face. Again, just a sweater for $7 though. I should this one I'll probably sell, the North Face. I'll probably ask maybe between $20 and $30, somewhere around there. It's in great condition. The color red. And then here's another FXR for $4.50. This is a hoodie. So if my son doesn't want it, then I will sell it. But they're in great condition, and the price was right. Like I said, $4.15, $4. Here I picked up these. These are Air Jordans. I believe they're real. I only paid $6 for them. And first time I see this model, they will probably be used for one of my kids will use them. There's some wear on here. There's some marks, but $6. I will probably either soak them in Oxy or put them in the washing machine. You can put shoes in the washing machine. Just make sure you put like a towel or something with them so that doesn't damage it. And I usually put it on the gentle cycle too, but it does clean your shoes a bit rather than you spend the time doing it by hand. And then I will take a magic eraser along here with a little bit of isopropyl alcohol. That'll clean them up good. And there's no like actual damage to these, no heel rub. The outsoles look to be in pretty good condition. So for $6, and look to be legit Nike Air Jordans, I thought that was a decent pickup. And that's it. That's all I got. So short video, but that's how reselling goes. Sometimes when you're picking, you just don't find anything. So tomorrow I'm probably gonna try again, see what I can find. If you guys can like and subscribe, that'd be great. I hope you guys learned something, and we'll see you on the next one.